Black versus MD Silver. Also, I want to make it clear, don't look too far into the fact that MD's theme is slightly different. For some reason, they have removed the version that MD originally had off of Spotify, even though it's on like a massive album that's like a bunch of like choirs remaking a bunch of like Mozart stuff. That was the only song that was removed from the album, was specifically the version in MD's theme, even though the version that he's now using was already was literally in the same album, and it's the same like song, just different. So I don't know why they even removed the theme, but for some reason it's been removed. It's the only thing in an album of like 40 songs, it's the only one to be removed. So it had to be changed. MD not getting the distance there. Could he be distracted by the beef that he... not the beef, but the drama that's going on between him and the Brotherhood currently? John Black definitely going to be coming into this match with a bit more anger, feeling like he's been screwed consistently by the... Blacklist's lack of presence, but this is now the first time in a little bit where since his little undefeated streak with the Blacklist, MD going for the pin early, kick out at 1. This is the first time that John Black has had the Blacklist with him since, and will that benefit him here? I mean, it is a very difficult opponent to face, MD Silver, as we all know, the MCW Season 1 Wrestler of the Season award winner. And Sawyer Ray's trying to unbuckle the turnbuckle. We've seen John Black benefit from that, but we've also seen it come back to bite him as well. Sometimes we're using fantasy football. Oh, I forgot that you do join our league, even though you have absolutely no idea what's going on. To be fair, Brad, you didn't finish bottom last year. You didn't finish bottom. I'm pretty sure it was either John or Alex that finished bottom. You weren't bottom. I just know that it was me and MD for race at the top, and I think MD just gave up near the end. Yeah, you didn't, even though it's wild because you had like 5 players that weren't even that by the end of the season weren't even in the league. Like, you had Fabio Silva in your team all season, and he left before the season started. He wasn't in the league. A little back and forth between John and MD. John with the forearm sending MD's face crashing into the announce table. Got locked out of my account by the end of last season's. Brad, there was like 6 people that were literally impossible to gain points for you that were still there by the end of the year. But I do respect you putting Wolves players in, even though we had like our worst Premier League season ever. You can't put any Wolves players in this season, Brad. We're not in the league anymore. To be fair, I think you only did well, though, because, like, you had Haaland in year round and he got shit tons of points. Both men exchanging blows. Slugfest in the ring. Oh, by the way, I will let people know that Andre versus Noah got changed to a no DQ for reasons that I can't control. Then rapid punches to the sides of the head. But it's John Black that takes advantage. And gets MD up for a package pile driver on the neck 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. I focus on attacking. I mean, to be honest, if you don't know what you're doing, it's probably the best. I mean, I personally would always go midfield focus, purely because, you know, there's not actually that many good attacking consistent options like in the Premier League. Job at locking the submission in, the sharpshooter on MD, but MD wriggling out and tripping the ankle of John Black up. And looks like the referee has covered that exposed turnbuckle. Took him a while to notice it. A huge spinning forearm, busting MD Silva open. And MD with the reversal, sending John Black right into Sawyer Ace. You can see Sawyer clearly angry about it, but realised he can't really retaliate, otherwise it will cost John the match via disqualification. MD with the reversal, getting the leg up. And Sawyer Ace exchanging words there with MD Silva. But once again, MD throwing John into Sawyer. Clearly the bad mouthing wasn't beneficial for Sawyer. And John tries to throw MD into the steel steps, but you can see MD kind of jumping over them just in time. I focused on midfield. I mean, I tried, but, like, to be honest, I'm probably going to hit wildcard already, because everyone from my fucking team has done shit this week. Outside of, like, Gabriel and Raya. Because, God, everyone was shit. A big suplex from MD Silva. I'm so annoyed that I didn't pick the Brentford guys, because I literally had both, in my original first draft, I had both Kayode and Sangare in my draft, and they were both incredible. MD Silva really isn't getting that slingshot move, getting the right distance, but he gets John Black up for the GTS into the pin. 1, 2, kick out at 2. John Black busted open by the knee of MD Silva. Christopher John towards the ropes, but John reversing. MD utilising the ropes to get back in. John Black with the clothesline into a second. And tripping up the legs of MD Silva. Going in for the cover. 1, 2, kick out at 2 from MD. Thomas got MD up. Pass down there. Goes for the pin, but Sawyer unveiled the turnbuckle. 1, 2, 3. And MD would have lost, but kicks out before the referee even sees the pinfall happen through Sawyer Ace. Uncovering the turnbuckle. And the referee getting distracted, covering it. But John going for the pin anyways again. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. John could have already had it won by this point. MD with the reversal there, ducking underneath. Rapid kicks to the back of the thigh of John Black and gets him up into a GTS, a second one, into the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. John Black still in this. Goes to pick John up, but he gets the knee up. And John goes with the clothesline and then using the ropes as leverage. 1. And kick out at 1 from MD. Oh, lovely. I don't actually know what that move is. But, what lovely. 1, 2, kick out at 2 from John. And MD Silva setting up for Torpedo Moscow into the pin on John Black. 1, 2, and a kick out with 2. It's still all to play for. MD going top rope. Rubbing his back onto the stomach and torso. But Sawyer Ace distracting the former world champion. John Black not able to really capitalise on it. And once again with the slingshot, and it misses again. MD maybe, don't know what it is, but for some reason that move is just not happening for him today. Ducking underneath and nice little basement drop kick to send John down. But John tripping up the ankle with a knee to the back of the thigh. John trying to throw MD back to the ropes, but MD returning. John ducking out of the way, though, or backing out of the way, sorry, of the drop kick. Now raining down the punches onto MD Silver. Ducking underneath the grapple. And a forearm from John Black. And again trying to throw MD towards the ropes, but MD dropping down. Leapfrogging over. And another drop kick to the knees. Really targeting the knees of John Black here. And then the driver. And John Black rolling to the apron. And Sawyer Ace here trying to aid John Black. You can see the bruised and battered body of MD Silver. Once again, John Black not able to capitalise. You've got to question Sawyer Ace's decision making here. He seems to be trying to help John, but he keeps doing it at the wrong times. MD pacing back and forth, trying to catch his breath, waiting for John Black to get back in the ring. Getting all fired up in the sling blade. John with the reversal. And John with a nice little running uppercut. As both men lay down on the ground. As it's John Black that gets to his feet first. And he's locking in the sharpshooter in the middle of the ring. What? No, I don't know why I'm counting a pin. Will MD Silver tap out to John Black here? And John breaks the hold, realising MD won't tap. Waiting for MD to get back to his feet. And gets him up for a package pile driver. Goes in for the pin. 1, 2, 3. It's all over. John Black victorious, despite what it kind of almost looked like Sawyer trying to like he was trying to sabotage, but don't think it was intentional. But regardless, John Black ends up taking home the win against MD Silver, and that's a massive win for John Black here. But it was a great back and forth between those two. Solid opener. Yeah. You know, MD, you probably would have had a better chance if fucking MD didn't just keep fucking chucking himself over the ropes and missing every single time. I don't know why he was doing it, but for some reason he was doing that quite a lot. But it's a bloody John Black that the AI is shit. It is, that is true. Yeah. AI is dumb. He hasn't lost with them at his side. That is true, although I will say I don't think the Blacklist really contributed to. Here we go. Callum Mason making his singles debut against Luca Myers here. Luca Myers, of course, coming off the back of a Wrestler of the Night performance last week, winning a triple threat featuring Lincoln Cole and Remy Jr. And Callum Mason, one half of the Brotherhood, who have had their own Skeletons in the Closet come out recently, joining MCW. A full season after their childhood friend MD Silver did as much. Big shoulder tackle from Callum Mason with the brute of the Brotherhood. But Luca Marius is going to try and take the big size difference between Callum Mason and be able to utilise maybe the slight speed advantage that he has. Goes for a big elbow, but Callum Mason rolling out the way. Big suplex from Callum Mason here. And Luca Myers with a brilliant drop kick. Luca Myers with a DDT onto the apron. As he now climbs to the top, pointing towards the crowd. And a nice diving clothesline there. Now throwing Callum Mason back into the ring. Goading the crowd. The former Formula One driver. But maybe his cockiness got ahead of him there as Callum Mason tripping him up and now going for the cover, trying to catch him off guard. Kick out before one. Myers gets the leg up. And a chop inviting Callum Mason to exchange blows between the two of them. See who is the better man. Siri, what the fuck? Sorry, Siri just appeared on my phone and just for some reason showed the Wikipedia of Robbie Williams. What the fuck does that have to do with anything I just said? But just like Robbie Williams, one of these men are going to be looking to shine here tonight. See, that was... See. This is why they put me on commentary. And Luca Myers with the pedigree to Callum Mason. In for the pin. One. Kick out at one from Callum Mason. Callum Mason though, with a quick punch. You know, these are the kind of strikes you don't want to take for a man that size. Man of Welsh descent. Oh, Brad, shut up. You know who Robbie Williams is. Everyone knows who Robbie Williams is. Gonna go on Mason upside down on the ropes, but Callum gets the leg up to get himself out of that predicament. Double axe handle to the back. Anyway, he faces Luca as the good guy. I mean, the Brotherhood get cheers from the crowd anyway, so... And a huge, big drop from the top rope. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Luca Myers. You can see him trying to fire himself up here. Taking Luca Myers into the corner. Luca gets the elbow up. Yeah, you're very funny, Brad. I hope all your characters that are booked for matches at Bad to the Bone lose. And a nice little running clothesline. And a big, huge suplex from Callum Mason. In for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Luca Myers. Callum Mason going top rope once more. And in a huge, big body drop again from the top rope into the pin again. 1, 2, 3, and it's just too much for Luca Myers to deal with. As Callum Mason taking on the win, and clearly his disgruntlement with MD Silver didn't play too much of a part in distracting him, and it's got to be said, you have to acknowledge the difference here. You know, MD Silver, who lost his match to John Black, has got to be looking with a close eye and seeing Callum Mason win in such dominant fashion as both MD and Callum having their altercation backstage before, before the match. And clearly taking that anger, the experience from that altercation, into destroying Luca Myers here tonight. Mason just maced him. Never say that again. Valid, valid. Oh, Maya Dragomir taking on Mabel, the Pesci, the MVP as she calls herself. Goes for a big drop kick immediately, but Maya Dragomir dodges out of the way. As they link up in chain wrestling. So if we haven't seen much this season, but it's immediately going to get broken apart by the referee. So apparently, I actually know a little bit about this. Apparently the rumour was that the reason why Robbie Williams demanded it to be himself to be a monkey was because they wanted the movie to do really well in America, and they were worried that not enough people knew who Robbie Williams was in America, so they just thought if they made him monkey, then people would go see it. Which is still really fucking funny, but that's the reason as to why. More chain wrestling between these two. Roll-up attempt here from Maya Dragomir. Kick out by it before one. Apparently worked. It didn't! Alex, it really didn't. It was not a successful movie. Considering how much money went into that movie. Oh, it was... yeah, no. Because people like Monkey Cat. Do you not like Monkey? Here, look at this. Robbie Williams movie. What was it called? Better Man. Better Man. Box office. Yeah, brother, it did not work. Alex, they made $22 million worldwide from a movie that cost $110 million. It made like 1/5 of its budget. Ape, no her ape. Now, to be fair, Brad, that I will genuinely say is, I genuinely will stand by the fact that that is one of the best trilogies of all time. Like, those movies are actually fantastic, and I hate the fact that a lot of people just see them as, oh, monkey war film, monkey get angry, and it's like, there's so much more than that. They're so good. Mabel going for the pin though on Maya. 1, 2, kick out at 2. But genuinely, the Planet of the Apes trilogy is fucking phenomenal. And the double foot stomp into the cover. 1. Kick out at 1 from Maya Dragomir. Maya Dragomir gets the leg up. Both women exchanging blows here. Got a super kick from Maya to send... from Mabel, sorry, to send Maya down. And another super kick. Here's one of my favourite trilogy. It's same here. Kick out at 2. It's a great trilogy. Yeah, it's not my favourite trilogy of all time, but it's definitely up there. Like, it'd be probably, like, top 5. Although there is a bunch of trilogies I just haven't seen that are very well received. Like, for example, I've never seen the Godfather trilogy. But, like, yeah, I do like the trilogy a lot. I think it's difficult, because I probably wouldn't be putting it over... I probably still like the original Jurassic Park trilogy more, because I'm autistic, so of course I do. And, like, probably... Probably still prefer Back to the Future, I think. People from. I'd be down for that at some point. I know how to screen share on Discord and stuff. I could definitely do that. I wouldn't be opposed to it one day. Well, maybe it was just when I'm less busy, you know. With the shoulder tackle to the centre of Mabel. What did you say what to, Brad? Like that angrily? So free spike overhead. Yeah, see, listen, I'm a defender of the original Jurassic Park trilogy. I don't think that the second and third are anywhere near as bad as people make them out to be. Like, do they have plot holes? Yeah, but also a lot of the scenes of, like, the themes and the scenes of the film are, like, actually pretty good. Like, they're still better than pretty much anything that the Jurassic World has done, in my opinion. But also, to be fair, my outrageous opinion with Jurassic World is that I don't think Jurassic World is the best Jurassic World. I think it's actually Fallen Kingdom is the best. Everyone's biggest criticism on that is it's like, oh, it's the, you know, the bigger, it's like, oh, you know, it feels like two different movies, but that's why I love it. The Godfather. Yeah, I've just never got round to it. The movies are quite long, and I know there's 3 of them, and I know how I work. Have I seen the Cornetto trilogy? Alex, the Cornetto trilogy is my favourite trilogy of all time. Like, Shaun of the Dead is my favourite movie of all time. Maya with the roll-up here. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. But yes, the Cornetto trilogy is my favourite trilogy, like, full stop. Like, that is my favourite. I'm sure that it just is my favourite film of all time. Like, it's what started my love for zombie films. Because pretty much any zombie film that you would have seen, I've seen it. Big leg drop from Maya there. To go to the legs of Mabel pushing her off. Like the Godzilla trilogy. Again, I can't say that I've watched it, but to be fair, the Godzilla stuff has never really piqued my interest that much. I mean, I know it's within the same universe, I know it's not Godzilla, but I quite liked Skull Island. But, yeah, the Godzilla movies just never really intrigued me. With the cutthroat into the pinfall here. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Mabel. Very good back and forth match between these two. Nice electric chair from Maya dragging me there. Because we're stomping the leg, but Mabel reversing with a double foot stomp. In for the pin. 1, 2. Brother Cam, I am so sorry. The Meg would not even touch, like, my top 50 trilogies of all time. Like, the Meg is so mid. And going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Mabel v. Pesci getting a win on her debut. like it. I'll say it. The kind of boringification Jason Statham genuinely really bothers me. Like, I hate that he's just become this like boring, low charisma action guy, because like his earlier shit he's really good in. Like, he's really good in Lock, Stock and Lock, Stock and, is it Loading Barrel or something like that? I can't remember the name. Smoking Barrel, sorry. Lock, Stock and Smoking Barrel. He's fucking phenomenal in Snatch, which is one of my favourite films of all time. Like, and then they just... Jason Statham was a shark, but secretly an assassin in the That is the type of shit that... Alright, here we go. Remy Jr. taking on Ewan Williams. Also, MD, whenever you get a chance, I did DM you something real quick, but it's not like urgent, so it's like you can take your time with it. Remy pushing Ewan Williams into the corner to break up the chain wrestling. Well, I said that I DM'd you something, but it's not like urgent or important, so like you don't have to look at it right now, but I'm just letting you know that I did. So, what is your opinion on? Remy Jr. dropping down below. Now leapfrogging over, goes for the kick, but caught by Ewan. Turn punch. Both men starting to exchange blows here now. Remy catching. He's going to be coming in with something to prove here tonight as well. Yeah, my laptop speaks of shit. Yeah, that's fair enough, man. That is fair enough. And immediately Ewan going for the pin, trying to get his second win. Do. Just also want to get the first win. We could see two first-time winners here. We could. But it's also equally possible we see Ewan go on a 2-0 run. And Remy just kind of standing, holding him. Okay. Ewan fights his way out with the... Remy ducks out of the way. Remy, why are you like this? Cam, I do feel your frustration, man. Because John has that kind of frustration with Fantasma del Sol the other week when he just kept doing everything wrong. Going in for the pinfall here. 1. Kick out at 1. Remy planning him down and going to the middle rope. Ewan Williams gets to his feet and a jumping neck breaker. Yes, it's not right. Why would he still sentient all of a sudden? Literally. And Remy waiting for Ewan Williams to get to his feet. Ewan catches the leg though. From one corner to the other, but Remy moving out of the way. Ewan gets the leg up. Some heavy strikes. Into the pin. 1. Kick out at 1 from Remy Jr. Don't worry about it, he just makes weird choices. Yeah. Listen, it happens. Unfortunately, the game, we noticed this from previous seasons, sometimes the game just decides to pick a loser. Like, and it just, like, decides to bully them and make everything they do wrong for the rest of the season. And the coast-to-coast from Ewan Williams to Remy Jr. Going for the cover now. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Remy Jr. Snapping the arm. Ewan reversing. I need to take Remy down. And the hook suplex, but the referee calls for a rope break on the crucifix pin. Waiting for Remy to get to his feet. And the submission. But again, referee calls rope break with the foot of Remy underneath the ropes. And this is what you get, though, when you deal with these less experienced talents. They kind of forget about rope break. They forget some of the rules. And they just get a bit too excited to get their moves in. And Remy busted open there. Goes for the springboard, but Remy catches just in time, throwing him into the corner. And a power slam to the mat. Remy climbing to the top rope here. And a diving crossbody into the pin. 1, 2. And a kick out at 2 from Ewan Williams. Remy planting Ewan's head and skull right into the mat. Going for the cover. 1, 2. Cover. Kick out at 2. And a swanton bomb. Go to Ewan to his feet. Is Remy looking really strong right now. Into the back of the spine into the turnbuckle and tossing him into the centre of the ring. And now lifting Ewan up. For a springboard moonsault for the middle rope. But Ewan rolling into the corner to prevent Remy from going in for the pin. And a big uppercut though from Remy. Now into the pin again. 1, 2. And a kick out at 2 from Ewan. You can see the frustration on Remy's face as he believed that that could have been all over. Now Ewan with the devastating move to the knee of Remy Jr. Now twisting the arm. Remy with a punch to the side of the torso of Ewan to break that up. And now looking once more to plant the head onto the mat. And this could be all over here. Remy could be getting his first victory in MCW. 1, 2. And a kick out at 2. Not quite yet. Ewan still has more left in him. He gets the kick up. An electric chair from Remy Jr. Blocks at a submission but breaks the hold. Ewan rolls right back to his feet. And a nice spinning forearm. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. And a kick out at 2 from Remy. busting Ewan's head open on the turnbuckle. Revenge for Ewan busting Remy up over in this match. Leg takedown. Ewan crawling over for the cover. 1, 2, kick out at 2. It is lovely to see the new cause, yeah. The Rookie of the Season award's going to be quite contended, I think. Oh, and the submission hold locked in. The submission hold locked in. Will Remy Jr. tap? And he does. Ewan Williams picking up the win against Remy Jr. as Remy Jr.'s search for his first victory still ongoing. And it was just the Welsh spirit of Ewan Williams that was able to, as he kept getting. Okay, sorry about that, my mic disconnected. But it was a good match from those two. Right, Hakeem Rahman, his first solo match in MCW. Brody Murray, this is second. Of course, he actually lost his first match to Jack Collins, but him and Ricky managed to successfully defend their tag belts against the Fallen regardless. Hakeem not wasting any time taking the fight to the MCW Tag Team Champion. Goes for a diving knee. Brody Murray lifting up Hakeem. And once again, just manhandling Hakeem Rahman. Standing moonsault. Kick to the gut. Normally you want to see if people can crack under the pressure. It's clear that Brody Murray wants to see if he can just crack the pressure full stop. Axe handle from Hakeem. Reversal from Brody Murray. And Ricky Riley there trying for a chair to influence Brody Murray. I think the chair actually caught the head of Hakeem as it got thrown in, but the referee did not spot it. Referee spots the chair now, gets rid of it. Brody hasn't wanted to crack since his wife died, Brad. No, she didn't die. But like since she divorced him. He's not been cracking much. She's dead to him. Leapfrogs over, goes for the clothesline, but ducked underneath. Nice little pump kick from Hakeem Rahman. Of course, this is not the first time that these two teams have kind of butted heads. Of course, Impact Theory were involved in that Freeway TLC tag team title match at Final Destination that saw a one-handed spine buster. Or one-handed powerbomb, sorry. I don't actually know whether that's a spine buster or a powerbomb. It looks weird either way. Throwing Brody back into the ring, though. Now lifting him up. And a spirit bomb from Hakeem Rahman on Brody Murray, using Brody's own finisher against him. But it's not enough to put him down. The referee spots Ricky Riley's attempt to uncover the turnbuckle. And the pinfall. 1, 2, 3. It would have been, again, it would have been a victory. That's the second time we'd seen that tonight. But this time, it wasn't through the teammate's own... it wasn't the sabotage towards another teammate. That was a correct call from Ricky Riley, who may have just saved his tag partner in this match. And a spinning power slam. Pretty much just staring Hakeem down. I don't know why he's not moving. Now he is. Okay, about time. He just wants to wait for him to get in the ring. But Hakeem sees it coming. Rolling under the ropes. A leg twist there from Brody Murray. Hakeem, though, gets the legs up to catch Brody off guard. And a big knee to Brody. Rolls out the way. Got a face breaker from Hakeem. Busting Brody Murray open. Goes for a double axe handoff on the second rope, but doesn't quite succeed. And returning, busting Hakeem open in return. Hakeem throwing. Brody throwing Hakeem into the corner. That double chops. Goes to stomp the midsection, but Hakeem gets the leg up to prevent it. But a punch to the midsection from Brody as he gets Hakeem up for a spirit bomb. Doesn't go for the pin immediately. Notices how close he is to the ropes. And now goes for the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. Hakeem gets the elbow up and a pump kick. Slingshot sent on into the pin. 1, 2, ooh, kick out at 1 from the tag team champion. Stomps to the side and face of Brody Murray, wrenching the arm behind the back. And dropping the knees onto the back of Brody. Now Hakeem waiting for Brody to get to his feet. And going in for the pin. 1, 2, a kick out at 2 from Brody. Now raining down the punches. A running boot from Hakeem. Now targeting the leg. Lifts him up. And a pop-up cutter into the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 for Brody Murray. Once again, Hakeem stalking. And lands it again. This could be all over here. This has been a dominant performance from Hakeem Rahman here. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Brody Murray. Brody Murray rolls right back up. And a big clothesline from the big man. Hakeem climbing up to the corner. You can see the exhaustion on Brody Murray. The back breaker. Now stomping the hand of Hakeem. And this is the thing that you have to worry about with Brody. If you end up getting a lot of, and a one-handed powerbomb, you get a lot of move set off on him. It's just going to make him angry, and he's not the kind of man that you want to see pissed off. A power slam. Brody Murray now climbing up to the top rope. Goes for a tsunami on Hakeem. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, And a kick out at 2 from Hakeem. He's still in. Oh, hello, Jed. You're a new face. Welcome to the stream. What do you mean been a while since you've been here? I don't recognise your username at all. Top rope moonsault into the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 again from Hakeem. I'm not going insane, right? Like, Jed Gamer is definitely not a username that we've seen. 27th of July 2025. Oh, yeah, I mean, I only really remember the people that are, like, active within the Fed, sorry. If you've only been in, like, the chat, like, once, I'm not going to remember. And a pop-up headbutt from Brody Murray to Hakeem Rahman, who's again using that corner to carry up, and a body splash into the corner. Hakeem falling to his knees. Brody Murray lifts Hakeem up, goes to try and take him to the corner, but Hakeem fighting his way out with the elbows. And thrown against the ropes. A little strike combination. Double axe handle to the back. Brody Murray gets the elbow up though. And a pounce. But he sends Hakeem right into the referee, knocking him down. Brody going top rope here. And a tsunami. But he can't follow up with the pin. The referee is down. Who's using the opportunity to just rain down a brutal assault on Hakeem. And dropping the elbow, the referee's up now. And the one-handed powerbomb. And lifting Hakeem up again. Throwing him towards the ropes. Dropping down. And the backbreaker into the reverse clothesline. Picking Hakeem up again. Throwing towards the responsible time, but Hakeem with the reversal. Quick punch to the gut for Hakeem. This could be the moment he needs to get right back into this. Goes for a clothesline, but Brody Murray reversals and a big clothesline. Once again thrown into the ropes. Another backbreaker into a backwards clothesline. Brody Murray climbing to the top rope here. And the tsunami for a third time. 1, 2, 3. It's all over. Hakeem was in control for a large portion of this match. But then at the end, the brutal assault from Brody, which I will say might not have even got as bad as it did if the referee didn't get knocked down, forcing Brody to do more damage. That was another kick out. Oh, imagine. But yeah, Jed, if you just put exclamation MCW in the chat, it will load up the Discord server. That's how you join. You have to obviously make sure you read all the rules, read the how it works section and stuff like that. Make sure that you're all you're applicable for it all. Ricky Riley lifting up the arm of his tag partner in victory. As the bloodied and bruised Brody Murray shows why he is a tights. Here we go. D-Way taking on Wayne Evans. This is a big opportunity for D-Way here. Both men approaching each other. The D-Way initiating a exchange of blows here, clearly it's showing that cockiness that he has. Wayne Evans doing the same thing there, showing his own self-confidence. Good man exchanging blows heavily here. The referee standing in the fucking way though. It's Wayne Evans that gets the advantage. Goes to push D-Way into the corner, but D-Way gets the leg up. D-Way with the back breaker into the neck breaker. But Wayne Evans with the roll up. Kick out before the referee can count to one. And a clothesline from Wayne Evans. He now goes middle rope. Sizing up D-Way here. Big drop kick. Wayne Evans throwing D-Way to the apron. D-Way with a return strike. And the springboard crossbody. Now he's climbing to the top rope here. As D-Way going for the frog splash, but the knees up from Wayne Evans. Now throwing D-Way head first into the turnbuckle. Uppercut after uppercut after uppercut after uppercut after uppercut from Wayne Evans. Throws him to the corner and then another running uppercut into the corner. And one more time into a big drop kick. Wayne Evans going top rope here. And lands the 630 moonsault. 1, 2. Oh, kick out at 1 from D-Way. Planting D-Way immediately, going for the cover. 1, 2. Gets a 2 count this time. Shoulder barge to send D-Way down to the ground. Hi, Bray. Okay. You lie down there, son. Good boy. And Wayne Evans still not letting up the aggression here, but D-Way rolling right back up. Does, I think, connect there. Oh, and the suplex nearly sending D-Way into the steps. That would have been brutal. Alex, I'll be honest, I could not tell you what the result of that match even was, because no one remembers that pay-per-view. D-Way rolling in the ring here. And a moonsault from the top rope to the outside from Wayne. And a suplex, sending him into the barricade. Goes for a stomp on the leg, but D-Way with a swinging neck breaker, hoping to get back in this. You see him, though, having to take his time on the ground. Super kick into a pin, not super kick, pump kick, sorry. 1, 2, a kick it up at 2 by D-Way. Kind of defeats the point if we name it, don't you think? Goes for a splash, but Wayne Evans rolling out the way. Oh, and Wayne Evans just stood there. What is this random glitch that keeps happening? Because Remy did the same thing. Oh well. Gets him up. Sounds like right back down. Yeah, but Lord though. Oh, it's just... Listen, if you ever saw that clip of the guy that's saying, whipping up shit in a kettle, that's what standoff was. Jesus, it was the worst thing of all time. sending D-Way out to the outside, but D-Way tripping up the ankle. Now targeting the knee of Wayne Evans. Wayne still taking fight to D-Way on the outside. Gets him up. Side slam on the outside of the ring. Now taking D-Way back into the ring here. But picking him up. Isn't done with him yet. Pushes him into the ropes. Lovely move there. I've never seen Wayne Evans do that one. Moving him away from the ropes. And now locking in the submission hold here. The figure four. Locked in on D-Way. Will D-Way tap out here? Clearly writhing in pain, and he does. Wayne Evans with a very dominant performance over D-Way. And I think that's meant to serve as a message to the locker room from D-Way. Or from Wayne Evans, sorry. Whoa. There it is, D-Way tapping out to Wayne Evans. But next up we have the match between Noah Morrison and Andre Cruz. They've got changed to an versus Andre Cruz, the man who's been consistently putting on some of the best matches of Season 2. I can't find it anywhere. Who sings this? What Andre Cruz is? Andre Cruz, it is Mainu, M-A-I-N-O. It's Remember My Name. You'll also see it on the MCW playlist. Oh, Brad, no, because you always get me with it. Fuck you! I fucking hate you. Oh, that's it. I'm rigging all of your matches from the rest of the season. Every single one of your characters is losing. Fuck you. Fuck you, Brad. Oh, I never see it coming because you always leave it so long between each time. Andre Cruz feeding off the energy of the crowd here. Noah Morrison, though, lifting. He works with his briefcase up, looking for a power bomb, but Andre Cruz fighting his way out of it. Oh yeah, I do have a question. Why is Noah so small this season? There's no way that him and Andre are the same size. Remember, this was made a no DQ match, so weapons are allowed. Andre Cruz now rolling to the corner. Gets the elbow up though. Jumps over and now releases the heels to the chin of Noah Morrison. Jumping drop kick to the chest. Going for the cover on Noah Morrison. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Now the kendo stick being brought out by Andre Cruz. Trying to take it to the back of Noah Morrison, but isn't quite getting there. And Desmond Sapp appearing at the ring side, rushing towards the ring, waiting for, I guess, Andre Cruz to finish his maneuver as he now targets Noah Morrison. Andre Cruz now just kind of staying away here, as you'd expect. And the Samoan drop from Desmond Sapp to Noah Morrison. And Desmond Sapp realizing maybe Andre doesn't actually can deal with this on his own. And the standing Spanish fly into the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Noah Morrison. Looked like Desmond was trying to hit more. Looked like he was going to look for the choke slam and then picked up the sledgehammer. But Andre, as we all know, is an honourable man who wants to be able to defeat Noah. He couldn't do anything about the first attack. He didn't see it coming. But once he realised what was going on, Andre was never going to try and benefit from the help of Desmond Sapp. And of course decided to not let up on Noah Morrison so he could try and defeat him on himself, but he couldn't do anything about that Samoan drop. Leg twist from Noah Morrison here. Now going for the splash on Andre. You can see him trying to stretch the back out after that Samoan drop from Desmond. As we know, Desmond has made it almost his life goal at the moment to try and brutalise Noah Morrison. It's very aesthetically pleasing. Yeah, that's all the work of MD. I'd personally put MD as one of our best and most consistent core creators in MCW. And the double axe handle from Noah Morrison, who now picks up a sledgehammer, rolling out of the way though, as Andre Cruz's speed is too much to handle. Brady can't just threaten to fuck every single male member of the MCW roster. And the sit-out powerbomb from Andre Cruz to Noah Morrison here. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Noah. Andre trying to throw Noah into the corner, but Noah responding by throwing him towards the ropes. Ducks underneath. And the back body drop onto the apron from Noah Morrison. A running knee to Andre Cruz. I don't know how there's a count out in a no DQ match, but sure game. And the sledgehammer taken to Andre Cruz on the outside. He gets back up. And a claymore from Andre Cruz. He's just raining down the sledgehammer on Noah Morrison now. Throws him into the steps. I'm really worried about this being count out and having to get... I might have to get involved here because, you know, matches don't end in count out in MCW. Come on. Please just drag him towards the ring, please. Thank you. Thank God. Dumb game giving countouts for no reason. Don't know what Noah was doing there, but it seemed to confuse Andre enough. No, it didn't. Andre saw it coming. Lifting the big man up into the driver. In for the pin. 1, 2. With a kick out at 2 from Noah Morrison. And Andre looking for more weaponry here. Brings out the steel chair, whacks it across the back of Noah Morrison. Goes to hit it across the head, but Noah gets the leg up. And a running clothesline to send Andre Cruz down. Now Noah Morrison with a baseball bat to the head of Andre Cruz and then to the torso. Throws him down. throwing Andre into the corner. And now Morrison with the assault in the corner. Lifting Andre up. But Andre wriggling out. Again, it's that speed and agility of Andre Cruz. And again, once again, dodging the grapple there. And Noah Morrison inviting Andre Cruz into an exchange of blows. And Noah inviting another strike there. That's kind of risky for a man who's taken as much torment as he has. And again, he just keeps inviting it, but both men now rapidly striking the head. And it's Andre that breaks first. And Noah with the side slam into the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Andre Cruz. As he now lifts Andre up to the power slam. And then waiting, Andre Cruz busted open. And the back breaker into the pin. 1, 2, 3. Noah Morrison still picking up the win despite the attack of Desmond Sapp. And now if I'm Desmond Sapp, that terrifies me. That scares the living shit out of me. If I attack a man mid-match and he gets absolutely brutalized with a sledgehammer and still goes on to win. Noah Morrison standing on the middle rope, celebrating his win here despite being brutalized. Because you've been like the biggest Mizaki simp since day one, since you came back. But here we go, the MCW World Championship on the line. Elena Claire, Masaki Ryoki. And this is a rematch of the MCW World Cup final that took place at Tokyo Skirmish last year, which saw Elena Claire and Masaki go one-on-one for the chance to challenge for the MCW World title at Final Destination. It was Masaki that won that final and then went on to secure the title and then won the title unification match on MCW 1 as well against MD Silva. But that was a very different Elena. That was an Elena that was distracted by the earlier retirement that night of Lacana Toro. Now this is a Elena Claire that knows exactly what's on the line. In the final rule book. I just said that. Like quite literally mere seconds ago, Brad. A lovely takedown maneuver there from Elena Claire to Masaki Ryoki. Elena as well here looking for her first title in MCW as well, and what an achievement it would be to search for your first title and it be the World Championship. Of course, not the first time she's challenged for a title, of course. But she has challenged for the International Championship twice. Big drop kick now to the chest from Elena Claire. And of course, it is worth noting as well, either one of these women are going to be facing Olivia Black at Bad to the Bone, as Olivia won the #1 contendership triple threat at Ground Zero. So I'm sure Olivia will be watching this match with a close eye. Zaki waiting for Elena to get to her feet. And the DDT immediately busting Elena Claire open. That is not something you want early match in a World Championship match. Goes for the bottom rope moonsault but doesn't get the distance on. Elena rolling up though. Dodging the grapple there. Both women exchanging blows. And this is the biggest match of Elena Claire's career so far. And it's quite interesting to know that both Elena's highest caliber matches with the most stake have both come against Masaki Ryoki. She didn't come successful the first time. Can she this time? Exchanging punches. It's Elena though that ends up dropping first. And the high knee Kamagoye from Masaki into the pinfall. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Elena Claire. Masaki moving Elena away from the ropes here. But Elena with the roll up here. Trying to steal the championship, but a kick out before 1. Elena dropping the elbow. And a lovely springboard maneuver there from Elena Claire. Now feeding off the energy of the crowd. Both of these women are quite fan favourites within MCW. Nice neck breaker from Elena Claire. She runs to the corner. And now paying homage to the man whose retirement maybe cost her the World Cup. But the power slam from Masaki is the reversal. Once again waiting for Elena to get back to her feet, going for the DDT once more, and it lands again. First time that move was hit, it bust open Elena Claire. Waiting for Elena, and the black mass. She does never hit it, yeah. I think she's hit it once, actually. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. What do you mean how she sees with the mask on? That you can see that her eyes can see very clearly. Reversal from Elena, sending Masaki to the apron. Now raining down the punches, sending her to the outside. A leg drop from Elena Claire there to Masaki Ryoki. Masaki rolling right back up, dodging the grapple though. A stomp to the midsection of Elena Claire. Now rolling out the way though. Elena with a Meteora. Both women going at it. Elena throws Masaki back in the ring. Of course, knowing she can't win the title on the outside of the ring. Goes for a big frog splash and it lands. Goes in for the cover on Masaki here. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Masaki Ryoki. Springboard from the bottom rope. Into a cover again. And a kick out before 1 from Masaki this time. And a leg drop from Elena Claire. Elena really trying everything that she can here. Picking Mizaki up now to her feet. Goes for a code breaker. But Mizaki Ryoki returns. And now catches. And a Kamagoye from Mizaki. Waiting for Elena to get to her feet. After catching the code breaker. Goes in for the Black Mass. Now the cover. To retain the championship. 1, 2, 3. Mizaki Ryoki retains the MCW World Championship against Elena Claire, and it will be Mizaki Ryoki versus Olivia Black at Bad to the Bone. She catches the code breaker where it looks like Elena may have had a chance, but Mizaki catches with the Kamagoye, the Black Mask, and both were just too much for Elena to deal with. Mizaki Ryoki once again defending that MCW championship like she did against Wayne Evans at Ground Zero, and as she'll